Good morning, this is Kathy Peck of TN Stamps. I'm an independent demonstrator in Wichita Falls, Texas. And today we're going to make two cards and we're playing with the Picture This dies. So let me show you the die that we're going to use today. And we'll make two cards using just one die. And I will tell you these are cased cards. So we're going to use this one. I love the double lines on here, so you get perforations on the negative and the positive. This is a cute little die set, and it is carrying over to the new catalog that launches next week. It took me a long time to decide to get this, but I did, and I'm glad I did. Yesterday I had my monthly class and we used this and they just loved it, and they did such a fantastic job. Okay, so let me show you the cards we're gonna make. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. This is one. This is a card I cased off of Pinterest from a demonstrator or a hobbyist, I'm not sure which, named Tracy Bradley. And then there's this one. This is gonna be my Mother's Day card this year for all my sisters-in-laws and cousins that have babies and all that. This is Joanne James card, and this is the die set right here. So what we'll do is we'll take this part and make this card, and these little ones to make this one. Alrighty, so we're going to start with this one, the one that requires a lot of stamping. And for this card you'll need, or these are the products that I used. I used the Lovely You stamp set. It's carrying over, I'm pretty sure, and the painted texture embossing folder. Love this one. And for this one I had the Pear Pizzazz base and a soft seafoam embossed, but we're going to do it backwards. Soft seafoam, Pear Pizzazz, and a white liner. So here we go. We will get started with the stamping first. Okie dokie. I've already got my stamps mounted on blocks just to make it easier. I'll leave this here for reference. I'm using a few different colors, but let me give you a tip about these two, because I wanted to stamp them together. So what I did is I took some Stampin' Seal and I just put down a little strip. And then you just kind of touch it with your hand and deposit some skin cells on there, and then what's going to happen is it'll come up pretty easy. So I'm going to stick that one there. Oh, I'm a little sniffly this morning. It is early. It's like 7:18 on a Friday morning, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to start stamping with, I've got a ton of colors. I have, let's see, Soft Seafoam, Pear Pizzazz, Daffodil Delight, and Petal Pink. I think we'll start with Petal Pink. Oh, somebody's messaging me. I thought I had my phone turned down. Let me turn that down. Oh, my daughter just sent me a picture of her in her Navy uniform. She had to put on her dress whites today for an inspection. So I remember those days. I spent 24 years in the Air Force. Whew. All right, and then I just randomly stamp wherever you want, and then move on to the next thing, the next color. I think I want this one in the yellow. I think my yellow might need a little re-inking. Pop a little one right there. Or my Daffodil Delight, that's what it is. Okay, let's do some soft seafoam with one of these little green ones, greeneries. I think I want to do it with this one, this big one. if I want it all the way over there. But that does need something in the middle, doesn't it? Oh, we'll get there. All right. I may have to add some more flowers. We'll see. So this, you could use really any stamp set and just stamp away and make your little bits. Or if you wanted to, just cut some DSP, but that'd be wasting the little white pieces. Alright, let's try this little decorative pattern here in Mary Merlot. Ooh, I can stamp off on that. That's really dark. I think that's my husband telling her she looks sharp. Even though she's got a crease down the middle of her shirt, it's going to give her problems, but that's alright. Okay, I think we need some flowers, so what I'm going to do is maybe do a Mary Merlot flower that I'm going to stamp off. Well, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. There. Sorry about that. Oh, now that I'm looking at this again, maybe I'm just going to leave it alone. Yes, I think I will. Actually, I might do this. On my other card, we're going to use the Daffodil Daydreams Mother's Day, but it has some little splotches in there. I think I might put some splotches on this card. So let's do that. And what color should we splotch with? Maybe the soft seafoam. Sometimes a little splattering is good, except if it's on your floor or your table. All right, maybe a little bit more right there. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, then I'll do the sentiment and then we'll just put this bad boy together. Now, where did I put my black ink? Oh, right here. Oh, for a moment there, I thought I left it. I'm hoping that today is the day that I have everything I need when I make a video and I don't have to get up. There we go. That's ready. And usually if you twist, yeah, twisting, these pop right up. There we go. Okay, so when I do my classes, usually we make 3 cards, and it's really more for the fellowship and the fun. And we just have just a little chit chat. You know, just creativity, and I love it because everybody makes their cards just a little bit different. So it inspires me to be more creative, and I just love seeing what they come up with. It's really cool. All right, miles apart, but still in my heart, always. I love that sentiment. All right, so this is my Pear Pizzazz painted texture. And this is just a little easy to squeeze bottle with a fine tip, and it has I put my Tombow in here because sometimes I need something a little easier to squeeze with a little bit of arthritis in my hands. And I think I'm going to start using these in my class because, well, Oh, they're just so convenient and so small. You just squeeze your Tombow, 2 or 3. I think one Tombow will fill 3 of them. There we go. And then they use less glue, because sometimes people like to use a lot of glue when it's not really necessary. All right, now these are just going popped up on dimensionals. This one's the top. And this card will be done. I mean, the only thing I could do if I wanted to would be to add a little bling to it, and I like to use a lot of dimensionals, but that's just me. All right, I want to pop this up here. I may have over splattered this one, but that's okay. It's nice for them to all be a little bit different. And casing cards is always the best. I just love doing it, because sometimes I just need inspiration. Here we go. And this one I tried to center in between the two. Here, that's it. That's that one. So that was easy, pretty quick. Yes, because I do like to keep my videos on 30 minutes or less, if at all possible, because, you know, I just don't want to take up a lot of your time, but I appreciate you stopping to watch. And don't forget, if you're watching and you like what you see, to subscribe, comment, and share. Oh, and like if you as well. Oh, I gotta get all these things. Well, they're in the way, but that's all right. I can clean that up later. All right, card number 2. This is the one that's going to be my Mother's Day card. For this particular card, like I said, I used the Mother's Day from the Daffodil Daydream. And this is a new die set. This is fabulous. You know, I was kind of getting a little persnickety because Stampin' Up was getting rid of a lot of their circle punches. But it kind of makes sense, because if you think about it, a punch is averages, a single punch averages about $18. And if you want like a 1/2 inch up to 2 inches or 2.5, that's a lot of dollars in there if you have like 1.5, 1 1/4, 1 inch. But look at these squares and circles with little, these are not necessarily stitched, they're dotted. And then labels, little flagged labels. I love it. I'm just so thrilled with this. This is called the Stylish Shaped Dies, and it is, let's see, there's 5 circles, 5 squares, and 4 of the label designs, or the flag labels. So I love, love, love this, and I use this 3rd one for my Mother's Day. So that's nice. That's coming out May 3rd. You can order this, and if you don't get anything else out of the catalog, get this, because you will use it. It's going to be very handy. Because who doesn't like a circled label? Alright, and we need a Mary Merlot card base. And the paper that I used for this particular card is from the new Hostess set of papers. You know, you get like a big pack of 40 for, I don't remember exactly how much, but you have to have a minimum order. So this is good for, you know, hostesses have a party. And this is Mint Macaron, Petal Pink, and Daffodil Delight are 3 of the colors in that set. So let's get started. So here's my piece, and here are my papers, and I'm just going to sit here and fiddle and see how I want to do this one a little different. Oh, I think I want, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't want so much blue or yellow. I want that at the top. I really want to break that up, but I think my pink is not wide enough, and I don't want to cut another piece of paper. Oh, I think I like it like that. Okay, we'll make it work. Let's go, let's see. This may just fit if I do it right. Okay, when you're using this die and you want to glue paper around, I suggest you use a really thin line and put the glue here. Don't put the glue on the paper you're putting behind, especially if it's cut small, because the glue will ooze out, and so you have to use a very, very thin line, really. And these are all cut to 1 3/4 by about 3 1/2. So I usually put the big piece, the top and bottom down first, and then the third layer that's going in the middle. Oops, I was about to glue that wrong. Put that down last so it'll overlap on these. And you don't, oops, I'm gonna have glue everywhere if I'm not careful. Make sure my birdies are flying the right direction. And I want these pink flowers here, so I'm just gonna be very, very careful. I think I'm just gonna put a single line of glue right across here. Oops, that's right, I want the flowers up and just place it. At least I'm using Tombow because I have a little wiggle room, so that's good. I think we've got it. Yes, there we go. That will do. All right, here, let's pop some glue all over here and then put it down, and then I'll start adding my flowers. Oh, you do need the medium daisy punch for this card. I've already pre-punched my flowers. Ooh, somewhere I've got sticky glue on my hands. Not good. That is crooked. And what's nice about this little glue bottle is if you see a little piece sticking up that you need to get some more, add a little more adhesive there to get it down. There, that works really well. I think I found those at Michael's. And okay, the flowers. I have Mint Macaron, Daffodil Delight, and Petal Pink. I want to curl these a little. So I use my bone folder and I just gently, and you have to be gentle. I have not been gentle on occasion and managed to pull off a petal, and then you gotta start over. And I like to, you can use the glue, the Tombow glue, or a glue dot to put them together. Tombow's good because it gives you some wiggle room so you can line them up nicely. Oh, that's my Emma. She's snoring. Yes, is where my recording area is, which is our office, is where we keep the dog kennels. And even if Emma's not in the kennel, she just thinks she needs to be wherever I'm at, which sometimes is good and sometimes it's not. Okay, last one. And I use the adhesive back sequins. You know, the pack that's multicolored. That is going away. But I like the size for these little daisies. so we'll get this done. These go pretty quick. I mean, it was nice that, you know, out of one die, I can get 2 cards and they're different. No barking. Alright, so, oops, that petal looks like it didn't get any love here. Alright, so I'm going to pop a little bit of that in the middle here. And then stick these together. Now if you're, oops, that's a little too much. Oh well, that happens. It'll dry. Let me take some of that off. Now if you're wondering why I'm wearing a wristband, it's actually for my, right here on my thumb, because when we were doing our little kitchen update, we had this ceramic floor, and I thought, well, I'm going to just tear this out myself. And, well, I kind of hit my hand a few times with the hammer. Caused a big bruising, and even though this was like back in January, I'm still having some issues with, at the thumb joint. It just aches all the time. So, went to the doctor, he gave me some medication, and then said I need to wear a splint for a while until it feels better. I've got glue everywhere, but that's okay. It will dry. All right, now let's get these on here. I'm gonna pop them on. I glued them directly on there. Just have to figure out where I want them. I think I'm gonna put the yellow, or maybe the pink. The pink down here. Yellow up here. Maybe do it like this today, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I just used glue. I kind of stuck my finger there and held it down for a few seconds to get it to connect. And I thought this will make a sweet Mother's Day card. It's like sending flowers without sending flowers, if that makes sense. Oops, come on. Stay where you're put. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, this is sliding everywhere. Sorry about that. It's because I have that adhesive right there. I need to cover that up with something. Alright, now let's go through these sequins and figure out what we want where. I know I definitely want this. Oops, I had to flip that over. That's upside down. Definitely want this there. I think there was one page of lighter ones, but I believe I used them all. Or yellowish ones. I put this one right here. Oops. Well, that was a mess. There we go. And maybe this little bit darker one. They aren't even in the original bag. Let's see. They're in the linen thread bag because I think I pulled them all out of the original packaging and put them in a little baggie so I could keep them together. There we go. That's that. I'll just throw these over here and I'll grab my sentiment. Now I die cut two different, well, the same sentiment in 2 different ways. So there's it with the circle, which I think I like, and then there's this one. No, I'm gonna stick with the circle. But I stamped that with Mary Merlot. It's originally when I first got the paper pack out, that new Hostess paper pack, I was looking at it, and the color is actually Blackberry Bliss, and I just grabbed the card base and started going to town and realized it's Mary Merlot, but it works just as well with this paper, so that was a blessing. So here we go. That's it. And you can really, the nice thing about this is you can move the flowers around wherever you want and it still looks great. So these are my cards for today. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Kathy Peck of Tea and Stamps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.